And Kevin Garnett, the team leader in points, rebounds, assists, and blocks. And Pippen did it with Chicago in the mid-90s. Dave Cowens did it with the Celtics, the late 70s. Pretty elite company.
Captain floor burn, Dave Cowens. That guy didn't play a game without getting a floor burn. It was absolutely incredible. And you look at the numbers right there by Kevin Garnett. Not shooting well, but getting the rebounds, the blocks, the assists. And I mentioned it earlier in the game. I don't know if anybody remembers, but it bears repeating. This team on this road trip, in at least 5 of the last 7 games, it may have been 6, has scored 30 points in the fourth quarter. They have been down earlier this year, early in the first couple months of the season, by double digits going into the fourth quarter and rallied back. So they have the confidence, with or without Iverson, that they can fight back, they can score points, and they've done it on this road trip. It's pretty amazing on the road to put up 30-plus points 5 out of the 7 games you played, and they're well on pace tonight. Still a long ways to go, but they're going to have 12 points if he makes his free throw for the first 3:30.
The bench reaping a huge dividend with 43 points for Philadelphia here tonight.
Well, let's see if the Timberwolves can get something. This is the problem they have in close games. Where do you go? Can you get something other than a jump shot? Can you get something at the rim? Can you get yourself to the free throw line?
Garnett pops out with suddenly 6 on the shot.
Philly's doing a great job.
And Sam Cassell has been their big leader here in the fourth quarter. It's a 4-point lead, 7:52.
Well, he's the guy that he's never shied away from big shots. Can't leave that guy open.
Cross. Green, a 3. Yes! It's a 1-point game, 74-73, 7.5 to go.
This arena is stunned.
Time for Garnett. Spins. Foul, and Jackson met him after the whistle, actually. Griffin replaces Johnson.
You better go after that elbow. If you don't go after the elbow, you're going to have the commissioner's name tattooed on your forehead.
10 on the shot. Garnett doubled, kicks to Sprewell. Flies the baseline. Salmons and Philly with a chance to take the lead.
Well, we've been talking about Minnesota's deficiencies. We give Philadelphia a lot of credit for not only not giving up, but hanging around in this game in the fourth quarter. It's dominating so far.
Rebound by Garnett. Back to Cassell. Got in on Green, drew the foul, and won. A beautiful piece of work by Sam Cassell, who made sure he drew the foul on the jumper.
That is a KG veteran right there. You're going to watch. He knows he's going to get Willie Green up in the air. Okay, let me get to the free throw line first. Then when I know I have the foul, let's get it up at the rim and see if I can get a three-point play. But that's what you get when you know this guy's a great jump shooter, and you have to react maybe a little sooner than you want to.
And Tom, Cassell has scored all 12 of Minnesota's points this quarter. They're up by 4.
In the second quarter to get him going, and now it's Cassell in the fourth quarter when they really need him.
Williamson's baby hook, and he will shoot. He'll shoot a pair. So Garnett picks up the personal foul. And Williamson steps to the free throw line, attempting to make it a 2-point game again.
See how different it is, though. They're able to get, with Mark Jackson and Corliss Williamson, get to the free throw line. Timberwolves don't have that luxury.
Williamson digs it out.
Out scrapping him. This is where you wonder about the Timberwolves, and you say, where's the fire? Where's the urgency? You just got your heads handed to you by 18 against Charlotte Bobcats, and you're getting beat to loose balls. You're getting guys on the line. You can't box them out. You can't get offensive rebounds. This is where you look at a team and say, are they complacent? Do they have the energy they had last year? Because right now they're not showing it. They're playing against a team they should be beating by 10 to 15 points. They had the lead, and they let them back into the game. It doesn't look like they have any intention of finishing them off. On the other hand, give Philly all the credit in the world because they're playing their butts off. They could have very well mailed it in and said, you know what, 5-3 is a tremendous road trip. They're not playing like 5-3 is a tremendous road trip. They're playing like they won 6-2.
A 25-12 run has Philly right in the thick of it, trailing by a point. Up at the top now to Garnett, who's doubled. Back to Cassell, who's been the offense. Driving left-hander's good again. Carrying the show. Salmons drives, Garnett blocks it. Kevin Garnett. Zerbiak kicks corner and they wait for Cassell.
I'm surprised Sam didn't just fire that one up there the way he's going.
Want to eat some time. Wolves up 3. Pick and roll. Got it back from Cassell. He wants the big fella in it, and he's on the free throw line. So Sam Cassell with 26 points, 14 of them this quarter, leads the Wolves as they try to stave off unbelievable.
Now he thinks it's Sam Cassell. Just getting it going. I mean, he's a guy that when he gets hot, you got to get hand in his face. And you can't let him go to his left. And once he goes to his left, it's up quick and generally speaking in. And then when he gets really hot, you got to jump out of your shoes to get to him. And he gets the free throw line. Then you run out at him and he gets to the rim. Well, high five. Thank you.
He has 14 points this quarter, and the rest of the Wolves have not scored. He has carried the load here with 10 in the first quarter and 14 this quarter. Garnett on the free throw line. Minnesota up 3. Coming down to that 5-minute mark.
That's the great thing about being Philly right now. You can play nice and easy, loose and relax. I mentioned the road trip they've had, which has been a good road trip, but no one expected them to win this game. You lose this game, everybody says, well, what do you expect? The team that comes off losing to the Bobcats at home, they're going to be angry. You don't have Iverson. You can go out there and play loose. Fire some threes, get to the free throw line, just have some fun out there. But for the Minnesota Timberwolves, you have back-to-back losses versus the Bobcats and then at home to an Allen Iverson-less 76ers. You got some problems.
Korver looking for daylight. Sprewell trying to stick with him. 5 on the shot. Knocked away from Salmons now. 2. 1 on the run. Yes.
Jeez.
81-78. Cassell again. Off iron that time. Korver running the floor. Now Zerbiak chasing him on this set.
Where he likes to go.
Left hand. Jackson battling rebound. Cassell to try and save it. The corner does. Three-point Minnesota lead. Just inside of 4.5 minutes here in regulation. Garnett double, ships Zerbiak, they move Sprewell. Back to Cassell off a pump fake, steps in.
Short.
Into Jackson's hands.
I think the arm may be tired.
Understandably so. Zerbiak goes down. They try to hit Williamson, he saves it. Korver in and out. That was halfway down, baby.
He gets it up quick, too. Talking about Cassell having a quick release. Doesn't take him long to squeeze that thing off.
Garnett on a high pick and roll for Sam. Got it back. Garnett on the drive is fouled. Talmadge sends Garnett to the free throw line.
Well, that's what you want, the ability at the end of a game that's close to get yourself to the free throw line. 26 free throws so far tonight for the 76ers, only 10 for the Timberwolves. What you got to make?
Second. Arjun is full. Sprewell on Glover. Williamson backs down on Griffin, gets inside, and it's a two-point basketball game.
Well, you can't let him dribble it 3 times, so he's going to eat anybody up. They're just leaving Eddie Griffin over there by himself to guard him, and when he gets the ball at the wing and has 3 dribbles to get to the middle of the key, can't do that. The bench, 48-12.
In and out for Griffin. Savage yanks it down. Here they come looking for the tie or the lead on a Korver. 3 for the lead. In and out.
Does he get paid by the 3-point attempt?
He'll keep firing. Like all shooters.
Good
Low to Garnett, who stuffs it away. It's 84-80. Zerbiak on Salmons, who gets inside him on the drive. Left hand misses into Garnett's hands. 2:27. Sam pushes it. Take some seconds off here. Just over 2 minutes. Now 5 on the shot. Now Garnett, left baseline. It's 86-80. It is 6 and a timeout. Kevin breathing a little easier after that run. So Cassell carries him to this point. Then KG takes over. He has the last 7. Minnesota leads Philadelphia 86-80 once they had been ahead by 16. And a reminder, Wild Card Saturday begins with regional action in the NBA. Knicks, Cavaliers, or Nuggets, Spurs. Check local listings for the game in your area. And a reminder that right after this game on ESPN2, SportsCenter is coming your way. Fred Hickman and Scott Van Pelt. They'll talk about Vince Carter's explosive quote, NBA highlights coast to coast, and the NFL wild card breakdown.
If I'm Philadelphia here, I'm going to try to get the ball right back to Corliss Williamson. Minnesota is switched up. No longer is Griffin guarding him. Garnett's guarding him.
Deflected by Garnett on. Knocked away by Griffin out of bounds with 10 on that shot and 1:48. So the Wolves tighten up the defense after that timeout.
Well, this is a spot where you get the ball into Willie Green's hands against Sam Cassell and just see if he can create for himself or create for somebody else.
There he is off the dribble, coming inside Griffin, losing it, and was out of bounds still. It belongs to Philly with 5 on that shot. Sprewell will chase Korver. Salmons will take it out of bounds. Korver sprints over. They give it to Jackson. Oh, low blocked.
Double burger with cheese.
Into a minute and a half.
Got him.
Misfiring. Korver comes out with the dribble. Cassell tries to slow him up.
Got it.
Back now to Green. Whips it in low. No. Tapped away by Garnett, and here's Sprewell with 117. Zerbiak waits now for Griffin. Gets a return pass. 9 on that shot. Down toward 1 minute. Green knocks it out of bounds with 3 on the shot. 58.9 for the game.
bucket and a lob pass, and if not a lob pass, if they double that, maybe Szczerbiak popping out for a jumper. Oh, they had Szczerbiak and he wasn't looking.
Got to pull the trigger, in and out. Williamson yanks away the rebound, 53 seconds. Sixers need a quick field goal, driving by Green, and they're within 4. 46 seconds.
You don't need to foul yet.
Don't need to foul yet is right.
And if you're the Minnesota Timberwolves, you don't want to wait too long to get into your offense and get up a bad shot.
Inside of 10 on that shot clock. Here comes Sam looking for his shot, and he has an injured ankle. He is injured. Garnett up firing, misses, and there was a push underneath. Griffin pushed to clear space, and Cassell is injured. Cassell is down with an injury. You hope it is nothing more serious than a cramp the way he went down. I saw him actually kind of running his hand along the foot a little bit earlier. And there you see, he pulls up.
Not sure exactly what it was, but it didn't appear he hit knees with anybody or twisted an ankle.
We'll take a break. Nightmare scenario for Kevin McHale and the Timberwolves, agonizing over what appeared to be at one time an easy win, snapping a losing streak. Not only are they fighting for their life here, but Sam Cassell, who scored 14 points in a 4.5-minute span of the fourth quarter, has been forced to leave and is limping off toward the locker room. And now McHale and the Wolves will attempt to hold on to this 4-point lead. The basketball belongs to the 76ers. They have 25.2. O'Brien had to consider, if they score, how quickly to foul, what to do with the next defensive possession. The Sixers have 14 fouls and the Wolves with 5. Fred Hoiberg checks in for the first time tonight. The leading three-point percentage shooter in the NBA. He's hit over 50% of his threes. He's on the floor right now for the first time tonight.
You're going to put your best free throw shooters on the court because of your Coach O'Brien. The 1.2 differential between 25.2 game clock and 24 shot clock isn't enough. It's got to be foul immediately. You cannot wait and hope they miss and get a shot off in 1.2 seconds to win it.
Williamson makes it 2 of 2. It's a 2-point game as they go immediately after Wally Szczerbiak and put him up on the line.
So a free throw shooting game, and you got some free throw shooters out there. And Wally Szczerbiak, who's 89%. Garnett is 78%. Sprewell 85%. Hudson 80%. And Hoiberg at 89%.
And they just replaced Hudson with Carter.
Going to do a defensive-offensive thing.
And Griffin will check in. Szczerbiak is now 3 of 5 tonight. He has missed 2 in a row as Griffin replaces Hoiberg.
Or maybe no longer 89%.
So Philadelphia, one way or the other, is going to have a shot at tying this basketball game with that miss. That's what it does.
Well, Minnesota, win or not, whatever the disease was going into this game, they have not found the cure.
The 3, the quick timeout by O'Brien.
With digits, you're not going to get it done.
Hassel checks in to defend Korver. He'll take the ball out of bounds. Frequently, the person who throws it inbounds can shake open, but Hassel is in there to watch Korver just for that.
Well, Hassel didn't move. He was staying right with him.
Back down to Green, the 3. No, off iron, rebound in low. Back outside, Korver's out of bounds. Out of bounds with 15 seconds to go. Ball has been turned over. The final seconds, Minnesota snaps the 4-game losing streak. Philadelphia battles back, but they still lose at 89-84.